Hey y'all, welcome to Marital Hate. I'm Stacy and there's Doug.
Floating on in.
Getting in like a boss. They say that you can't get out of a pool float in a respectable way if you're over 30. I don't know if you can get in, but Doug seemed to do it in a respectable way.
There was a like how to be a man thing, and it was like how to get into a pool or out of the pool.
You have
and
to
it was,
dive
it,
or cannonball.
it was never take the steps or never.
Yeah, no, that's some pussy maneuvers right there. So we do this podcast live and interactive 5 nights a week, and one of our favorite people in the whole world, master hater, OG lesbian,
Ms.
Tracy is in his house. Hey girl, how are you?
One of one.
I was just, she had a medical procedure on Monday. It didn't go as well as she wanted. She had a spinal, like they basically did like an epidural to help her with her pain, and it didn't really help. So she's planning her next move and just grinning and bearing it. And I'm trying to convince her to get herself a biomat.
I think
and I'm getting nowhere.
So as I understand Tracy's situation, her like vertebrae or something are kind of like right? So here's what I'm thinking. You get one of those little mini trampolines and you jump. And what'll happen is when you jump, while you're in the air, those things will separate and be weightless and then come down. And then so at least half the time you're jumping, they won't be compressed. It's just an idea.
Not a good idea.
You know, it's just an idea.
It's not a good idea.
I gave you 50% relief. That epidural did shit, and I am 50% ahead of that
Tracy,
epidural.
Do not take medical advice from this.
I'm a medical buddy.
She says, "Yeah, I am struggling." He is not your medical buddy. Hookah Bob is a medical buddy.
Well,
he says, "Hey, folks,
he's the medicine man."
He has some amazing treats for us all. Hookah Bob, Todd White says, "Hey there, you should be here. It's only 112."
I saw your thing, 111.
Oh.
I forgot to turn the lights on.
I think the Feel Real was like 101 or something. So, or 97. And I was like, fuck it, we're going to the pool. Although the water's kind of cool because we had to add. Tracy says he is the Candyman girl. I'm about to send you a whole fucking case of fucking edibles. Like, I'll just mail them to you. I've got so many. Although I have so much stuff. Like, I am the worst when it comes to going to the post office. I have packages for Tracy, packages, for Pride. I didn't even give the boys stickers. I haven't mailed Nicole her sticker yet. I have 2 pairs of shoes for Darcy. I don't even know. Like, who the fuck knows? We're all just figuring it out one day at a time. And like us, just figuring out how to turn the pool lights on. And half of our pool, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights are out of that strand. Like, it's so ghetto. And of course, they came today and trimmed our hedges.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna turn the camera.
Well, I can see because before that was all bushes, and now they can really see like out into. You can
actually see that.
You should be very careful
over there.
Yeah, we don't like it.
Yeah,
like
so there you go.
But it's a rental, and they handle who does what gets trimmed, how it gets.
You just cut me off of the entire screen.
Well, I'm sorry.
I don't know why you don't like me.
Oh well,
I was giving some sound medical advice. 50% of the time that she's going to be bouncing.
No.
Well.
No.
Take it or don't.
Doug and I have a little discussion going because when I take medical marijuana before the podcast every night, and as I did this evening, although I took it a little late, so I'm not yet kind of bummed out. So he was getting me. This isn't even open all the way. I needed a drink, and like, you know, like you get cottony, like your mouth is like, and I take cannabis oil, so it tastes like bong water basically, and so I need a drink, and So Doug got me the Clearly Canadians were in the garage all day, where it was like 100 degrees.
Yeah, just taste that and tell me if that's like tepid.
I don't care. It's fine.
It's probably tepid.
Oh, that's got sugar in it, which I probably shouldn't have, but what are you gonna do?
Tepid. And
it's fine.
It's fine. Okay. Well, we do have
like a tea. That's actually the temperature I want my tea to be when I get it.
Oh, okay. Tracy says, well, you haven't been feeling good either. We will get there.
Yeah, my pulse ox was at 95 again today.
Nicole is here. She says, hey, all.
Hey, girl.
Hello to
Glad
you,
Nicole. You're
here. And speaking of the trimming the bushes, Tracy says a good bush trim in the summer can be nice.
I really don't know what to say.
Let the breeze in.
The Sahara Desert down there in more ways than one. Although it wasn't like the Sahara Desert last night. When you laid down the deck, thank you.
Friendship for everyone.
Yes. I don't even know what's been happening lately. Like, I like waking up. So when we wake up in the morning, I sleep naked, and I like to have like Doug's skin against mine
because it's like leather.
It's
like a leather seat.
Your skin is like soft like a baby. He literally has a baby's bottom. I call him baby butt because his butt is so small. It's so soft and it's so pink. It's so cute.
Soft.
It's so cute. It's like a little baby butt. In any case,
no rash.
No anal yeast.
No yeast. Oh yeah. No rash.
By the way, that's a thing.
No skids.
And so he'll like snuggle up behind me with his skin against mine, and I just want to cuddle, but it always turns into something.
It always
So if I'm lucky, listen, I'm down with that. If I get my like snuggle time, I also enjoy the sex time. As a matter of fact, you had like a surprising amount of stamina last night, and then I still wanted more.
Yeah,
so thank you.
You're insatiable.
Sometimes because you're so delightful. 11 years of marriage, 12 years together. If
Tracy says, "Oh no" to that, and then she says, "Amen" for no anal rash.
I mean, I haven't like been like spelunking or anything. Like I didn't spread it open and look to see if he has some sort of anal rash, but I don't think that happens. I think I would notice him like digging down his pants,
like itching with a fork.
Please don't use a fork to itch down your pants. We eat with those. We actually just got
a special anal fork.
We actually got new forks. What did you do with the old forks?
Put them in the back of the drawer in case we ever run out of or have company or something.
That's crazy.
I'm smart that way.
And as Tracy said, you would know, LOL.
Yeah, you would think.
If you haven't seen the You Would Know story, oh my God, watch. I've covered it like, 2 or 3 times on the podcast. It's just a great story about my grandmother and whether or not she's had an orgasm. I suggest going back to find that.
Do you think like all those people back in the day, like all those like ladies, like I don't know if they explored their sexuality. Like, I don't know if they listen, they all had them or all
I do not have a time machine. I do not have a time machine. I have had conversations about sex with my grandmother, Lucy.
Yeah.
And
she didn't know. She thought she
wasn't sure if she had an orgasm. She did not believe in oral sex. She believed sex was an obligation. She put it on the calendar. She did it every month for her husband. My other grandmother was even more
frigid,
conservative.
Although she did have like 103 kids.
She was more conservative, Irish Catholic, 6 children, yes. But like you didn't talk about sex in that house.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But what I will tell you is this.
We need an old person. Ask them.
What's what we have you for?
Not that old.
You're pretty fucking old. I mean, think about it. Like things that were on like anal wasn't really on your radar.
Not on the menu, folks.
Like ass play of any kind was not really, and everybody had like hairy down there.
Yeah,
things have changed. Things have changed.
70s.
So I will say that despite the fact that I don't have a time machine, and I like and there were definitely some people that had a good time,
they must have
over time, but to this day there are so many women that are not sexually satisfied, and I think a lot of it starts with like. Of course, we have all these girls that have fucking daddy issues. Just looking to get.
Hang on one second.
Sure.
Taylor is just joining in. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Sex.
We're talking about
sex,
if like old ladies, like back in like the 40s or something, like we're having full blown orgasms. Like
there's this whole story that you need to see. It's in it's in like 4 of our old episodes. I'm not going to tell it again tonight. It's about my grandmother and her struggle to recognize whether she had had an orgasm or not, as the crowd would tell you, you would know, which is my grandmother.
Is the punchline of the story.
So we were talking about, whether women historically have enjoyed sex. And I think that there are definitely women that have, but I'm telling you that there's women today that still don't enjoy sex. And I think a lot of it starts like these it starts like when you're young, like you're interested in boys and you're horny, right? But you don't realize like you've been taught like sex is dirty or bad. And if, don't have sex and don't have sex and don't have sex. And you certainly weren't encouraged to masturbate, which like I have daughters and I was like, go to town, like do it, figure out what you like for you so you can show the boy because they don't know how to work your parts. If you want somebody that's going to know how to work your parts, be with a girl because, home field advantage. Or if you're a boy, be with a boy.
But
home field advantage. But
you grew up. You were like, what, 10, 11 years old when George Michael's Sex came out. Which said sex is natural, sex is fun, sex is best when it's one on one.
Yes, but
you had a whole.
I was also molested much younger than that.
That was one-on-one.
Okay, so there was that. There was
not fun.
Unsupervised access to cable television and Madonna long before George Michael came along. And then there was the Catholic school and Catholic church many, many times a day. So basically
Taylor, just be careful what you ask for, because you're gonna hear
what we're talking about. So I think a lot of women, I think it starts when you're young, because you're like, it's all about satisfying the man, or about attracting the man, or getting a man, or your daddy issues or whatever. And so it's not like these young, like, and I've told my girls, my daughters and, any young girls I've talked to, figure it out for yourself, because a 17-year-old, 18-year-old, whatever age your peers are, they don't know how to satisfy your needs. You don't even know how to satisfy your needs.
In the internet age, it's a little different. You have access to some stuff that you didn't have.
There's access to stuff, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. You can't read about all the inner workings and complexities of a woman's body on the internet, especially for a young woman. They're so insecure. I mean, that's part of the reason why men are attracted to older women, is because, older women are more secure. They're more comfortable with their bodies. And it's crazy, because when I was hot as fuck, I was like, oh no. And now I'm just like, ugh. And I go all fruit ninja on this shit.
Oh no. There's a clip for you.
You're the one who makes the clips. And then, Nicole says, haha, if your bunghole itches, preparation H cream or
bunghole itches.
It doesn't, but you can get an anal yeast infection, and that would not be the proper treatment for that. You would need to use clotrimazole. And then Nicole says, haha, so I don't need a man to give me pleasure. I just give myself a few different toys, but no butt toys, though.
Nicole is,
listen, you don't have to have butt toys. If that's not what you want to do.
Why do I know that? I've never met Nicole in person, but she comes every night.
We talk.
And I
hope she comes every night. Good.
I hope so too.
Good for you, Nicole.
With her non-butt toys.
Listen, whatever works for you. But I'm saying that, you need to, it's just healthy relationship choices 101. You need to be happy by yourself before you can be happy in a relationship. And that's not just with your own energy and your own space and your own life, but also sexually. You need to be able to satisfy yourself. What do you have going on?
I don't know. Somebody driving around slow.
People driving by slow.
And now we have less trees after the landscapers today.
Hookah Bob said, I know why men have a foot fetish. The first time they had an orgasm, it was with a sock. I know you meant autocorrect. And Tracy said, yeah, well, there you go. Did you use a sock?
No, never.
Have you always been a t-shirt guy?
No, never sock, never. No.
When you were a kid jerking off at home with your two brothers in the next room. Oh, wait, did you share a room?
Yeah, but not then, because I think my brother had moved out. My older brother had moved out, so then I got my own.
So you had your own room, and so you
went
out and
I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. I didn't use anything.
So when you had a little mess, what did you?
I don't know what I did.
You just shoot it on the ceiling and went to your family's.
Maybe I put it in a tank. Maybe I saved it, sold it on the internet.
What to say about this? I don't imagine Doug was a big masturbator, because he's not. He doesn't. Yeah, without going into too many details, he's just not that guy. It's like you were raised Catholic. It's really weird. Tracy said, well, and no two women like the same thing, and same for men. Yeah, that's true. Men are a lot easier, but women's bodies are complicated. Nicole says, I got a rose LOL. If you don't know what that is, you'll have to look that up. I know what they are. It's a little clit sucker. I have the Tracy's dog.
Clit sucker.
It's okay. I don't know. I'd rather have, but sometimes you get sore.
Did you just call me a clit sucker? You just called me.
I didn't.
Listen, you clit sucker.
I didn't, but sometimes you are. Did. Do you want me to get you a t-shirt that says that? Clit sucker?
Expert. If you could add some sort of quality, expert or official.
Okay.
Or some, some sort of.
Well, I honestly, I got to be honest with you though. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'll get sore. I'm currently a little sore, to be completely frank with you.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sometimes I'll get sore. And a vibrator is better than using your fingers because I'm getting sore. But other than that, I find you to be much more handy than any sort of device. I would need an assortment of devices and some sort of a machine. I don't know.
Small, medium, and large.
It's just too complicated. I'm just gonna
see. You're proving a point.
Hear me out.
You're complicated, ladies.
It's just too complicated. It's too much of a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna keep you around.
Okay. All right.
You okay?
I'm okay with that. I got nothing better to do.
Well, there you go. Hookah Bob says, Jay and Silent Bob, I am a click commander. Okay, first of all, we need to have a hard stop right there because you just made a Jay and Silent Bob reference. Did you know that I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan? Did you know that I've been to the convenience store where Clerks was filmed and I took the milk out like the milkmaid, and I've been to the secret stash and I have a bunch of Kevin Smith autograph stuff, and I have, in addition to 2 Muck Sticky stickers on my Jeep, I also have 2 Clerks stickers on my Jeep. Sorry, Clerks and Dogma. Obsessed. We have to geek out about Kevin Smith together, Hookah Bob.
K Butterfly is here and says, hey there, neighbor.
Hey girl, K Butterfly. Okay, so wait, is this my neighbor across the street or one of my other neighbors? Or do you
Liam's mom? Is that the only neighbor we know?
Hey girl, I'm just glad you're here.
Nicole says Rose equals squirt equals crying, laughing, crying, laughing.
Oh yeah. Oh. I didn't squirt last night, but I have in the past.
Oh, yes, you have. You're welcome. What does that make you think about?
I was just thinking about how it was just so much the last time I squirt. Like, it was an unbelievable amount. And it's funny that
K Butterfly says yes. She's across the
street. Hey girl. I'm so sorry for talking about this. Wait. Oh my God. 2 of the kids from the neighborhood came by today to get, I gave them all like waters and whatever. And they were like, can we be on the podcast? I'm like, no.
Nope, can't be on the podcast. No. Don't even know about it.
Snacks. Yeah. We talk about like taxes and boring stuff. You don't want to be on this boring.
Ordinances.
Cape Coral, the town of Cape Coral.
We do talk about ordinances sometimes.
Occasionally.
Cape Coral ordinances.
It's good to see you, girl. And so I wanted to go through our hashtag. So it's so funny that we're talking about squirting. Hi, neighbor.
Welcome
to our podcast.
Well, there's that.
Neighbor across the street. Want to borrow a cup of sugar?
She's just glad she wasn't here for the first 10 minutes.
It's just always getting crazier all the time. But so anyway, there's some baseball player that is trending, and his name is Skeen. And the Skeen's gland is actually where female ejaculation comes from. So I thought that was really interesting. Skeeny. I don't know if that guy is like aware of that.
What if his number was 69 on the team?
I don't think anyone's ever squirt from a 69. You need to fucking concentrate on what you're doing. No. Well, I will say that it's just like that's a lot of pressure if your name is Skeen. Don't you feel like you have? So I guess he's they're talking about trading him. And someone wrote Skeen's glands. I just think they're neat. Like, everybody is jumping on it. And of course, there's a few people jumping. No, just the one guy jumping on the Skeen's gland and me jumping all over it on the podcast. So I think I have to be friends with that guy. Oh, it's a girl, Erica Martin. Oh, there you go, Erica. Get it out there. Oh, and Elena Jang liked our post for the podcast tonight.
Very nice.
And the episode title is called Fruit Ninja. Y'all have to watch last night's episode. There was this whole Fruit Ninja thing. If you didn't see it, you have to watch it.
Yeah,
it's really
funny. A little funny.
So Thursday is kind of our slow night, and we're gonna try to cover our topics as best we can. But if it's gonna be quiet, we might just wrap up early and get some sleep. She says
above that first.
The kids went swimming in the canal by the bridge today. Oh my God. I
don't think you want to do that.
Keep asking. So a couple of them have asked if they can swim in our pool. And it's like, on the one hand, we want to let the kids swim in the pool. On the other hand, we're like working constantly, and we like liability and like
probably
the rental.
8 ways against our lease too.
And it's probably 8 ways against our lease. Like, we would have to be out here like watching them. And
it would be crazy.
I kind of but I love giving the kids snacks. We played
Oh yeah, a couple of them came over and played Uno.
We played Uno, but like, it's hard because like there's so many kids in our neighborhood and I don't know the parents. I met the parents of course I know Liam's mom and I know a couple of the other kids, but like if I don't know their parents or if the parents haven't met me, like I don't want them in my house because I don't want liability, and I really don't want them in my pool because and we don't own the house.
Now read the next one.
She says, and Liam cut his foot on a barnacle. Oh no, now my car looks like a crime scene. He's fine. Glad I went to go check on them. Oh girl. Yeah, I had one of the kids show up the other day, was bleeding, and another one showed up today with a black eye.
Same kid.
Same kid. But this kid is fucking injury prone.
He's got hit by a car last year.
He's always got some sort of an injury. And I don't know if they've all had, like, I don't know if those kids have phones with them. It's so hard because like most families are having trouble putting keeping their lights on and paying for their groceries. How the fuck are you affording having phones? It's like my friends
usually they have a decent, like that's the one thing. You usually get a family plan with like a good phone.
Kind of, but like when I had my kids on my phone, it was $50 a month for a phone. We had like $300 worth of phone. Like it was craziness. A $300 a month cell phone bill. That was insane. But yeah. And Kimberly said, "Oh my God, I took the kid with the black eye home yesterday."
Go up to Tracy's too, because she's got a remedy here.
Tracy says hydrogen peroxide gets blood out of all fabrics.
Oh,
this woman would know. She studied forensics, and she's going to clean it all up. And also, if you need help killing someone,
no. We're not going to bet.
And she said the kids were fighting. Yeah, well, they're boys, right? And it's weird because it's like, I want the kids to be able to be kids and like do the shit that kids do. But the problem is the world we're living in is like so tiptoed upon.
Yeah.
But I will say I've, there's some kids in our neighborhood that are better behaved than others, but your Zach has always been really great. And your Liam is such a sweetheart, and we've never witnessed him do anything.
And who's the little kid?
There's the little
dark-haired kid.
I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I know which one the one that looks like a 50-year-old man. Yeah. And then there's the little kid with the mullet the long blonde mullet with the gold chain. He cracks me up. So anyway, that's our neighborhood. And there's cute little kids. And she says, "Oh, I have leather seats." Oh, you should be able to get it out pretty quick. Aren't you fancy with your leather seats? You have leather seats in your car.
I do, but if the kid's foot is bleeding, it's bleeding on your not bleeding on your seat. It's bleeding on your floor mat, your expensive
probably that too.
Floor mat.
She said, "I felt so bad for him. He was bleeding everywhere." Oh my God, these poor kids.
You know what? I had when I got my car, used, right? It had like 70,000 miles on it, something like that.
Yeah.
It came with the 2 fitted like actual like
WeatherTech,
right? They weren't WeatherTech. They were actual like Volvo mats. So I had winter, and I never put the carpeted ones in. I just put the winter ones in, and that's what's in there.
Well, in the Jeep, I had the rubber ones that we picked up, but there's also they're the ones with like the tire tracks. They're made them for Jeep, and there's so much beach sand in them now
that when you drive, you get sandblasted.
You do get sandblasted, but there's like, how like it's like grooves, and the grooves are all filled in with sand.
Yeah,
so it's completely smooth now. She says it's a piece of shit car. She said, "I watched so much true crime shit when I'm at work, plus my degrees in criminal justice. It freaks me out."
Right.
Yeah. Oh, you need to be friends with Tracy because that's what she studied.
But we also have another podcast guy.
True. 15 minutes.
Killing 15 minutes.
Killing 15 minutes. The True Crime Scene podcast is a fan of the show. We support them.
Yeah,
they do a 15-minute podcast. He's here all the time. Actually, I need to know his name, and I keep saying I'm going to watch his podcast. I haven't gotten that far. Yeah.
Minutes.
Oh my gosh. Jose was over on. Fuck, we missed him. Jose was over on Instagram.
Jose is our cable guy.
Jose from Quantum is our cable guy, and I gave him some presents the other day that I had gotten from Hookah Bob, and I'm curious as to how they work.
No.
And if he would like more, because I have more.
He's such a nice guy. He's such a nice guy.
We love Jose. We love no, there's some people we don't like, and we might just get to that today.
No, we love
Hookah Bob. And Uncle Polly and Hookah Bob are becoming friends.
Oh, that's going to be good. Yeah, they should be friends.
So Hookah Bob... So a couple of weeks ago on Father's Day, we went to the Twisted Fork because Doug's song is Smiles Like the Sun is on US 40, playing on rotation on US 41 radio.
6.
It's currently number 6. We'd gone up just to say hi to Matt, who runs US 41 radio at the Twisted Fork. And I was talking about how Doug was offered a blowjob for Father's Day, but he wanted to continue sleeping. And there was this nice man approaching me, a total stranger. And I said, "Excuse me, sir, but if somebody offered you a blowjob first thing this morning, would you have turned it down?" He said, "Absolutely not." And
when some lady asks you that at the bar, you're thinking it's really the offer.
Well, I don't know about that, but I have now deemed him Uncle Polly.
He is Uncle Polly.
And Uncle Polly is like a part of the family. And Hookah Bob is like, oh my God, he's like your new brother. He's like, I don't know. He's just amazing. I love him. He's like our brother. And so Hookah Bob and Uncle Polly both were truck drivers. Uncle Polly's still over road. Hookah Bob's retired. And so Uncle Polly had just applied for a local job. Yep. And so Hookah Bob said, "Tell them Doug Gear will play at their company party." And he said, if Doug Gear, and if they don't have parties, you don't want to work there anyway. So you have been,
that's a double whammy right there.
Bob I like that. Is pimping you out. He wants you to call.
I gotta the
Obscura. And we just, we've got all these great people coming together and supporting one another. And that's, even if Thursday nights are our quiet night, the fact that we have all these great people coming together to support one another.
We look forward to it every day.
And it just, I don't know, I'm really proud of that. So even though today, my oxygen was at 95 and I was having trouble breathing. And then did Zach beat us at Uno?
Zach did win, yeah.
Yeah, so we played one game of Uno and Zach creamed us. It was the longest Uno game ever. And I don't mean 500 points. I mean
we just played one round.
We just played one round. And he beat us. So I don't know. So luxury travel is trending.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Well, that's not true because when we go to Disney, which is not terribly often, a couple times we've been.
Yeah.
I'm dying to go back, and I wanted to go for my birthday, but it's too expensive. A and B.
And your birthday's Saturday.
My birthday's Saturday. Well, I don't have to plan ahead.
Oh, okay.
But it is nice to plan ahead if you want to go to Disney, but it's very hot in the summertime, and I want to be able to walk, and I've really not been feeling well, so there's no way. It's just not a good idea. But I will tell you, if I'm gonna do Disney or any vacation, I am not fucking around. Especially now with my health issues, right? I can't do a lot of walking. So when we went to Key West for Thanksgiving, we Ubered everywhere. I can't do the walking. We walked once.
Yeah, we walked a little ways once, yeah.
But that was it because I just can't do it. And it's I'm not going to risk being super sick. Just, it'll ruin my vacation because if I overdo it, I'm going to feel like shit the next day. So in the past, when we've gone to Disney, even if we've stayed on property, which we have both times, we still Uber to and from the parks instead of doing the public transportation. Sometimes we'll do the public transportation, but for the most part, we Uber because it takes a lot of time out of the day, and I don't want to have to wait. And especially when I have the scooter, it's a pain in the ass. So, and people get mad at you and whatever. So I think that I think build a life that you don't need a vacation from, right? And we have that. Doug and I have fun together just doing stupid shit playing cribbage or Uno or doing the podcast or we just hanging out together and doing stupid shit. Plus we have the Jeep and I'm telling you, get in the Jeep with the doors and the top off and you're cranking your music. It's like a little vacation. And so we just, we try to have a life that we don't need a vacation from because we would love to do luxury travel, but it's just not on the budget at the moment. And it hasn't been, but
no.
One day it will be.
Luxury travel.
Mark my words, one day luxury travel will be in the budget and we're all going on a VIP Disney tour. Here's my thing. I don't think Disney is for children. I want to go with just adults. I want to get fucked up or not fucked up, whatever you're into. I want to go to the best restaurants. I don't want to have to deal with anybody's whining. If anybody's going to be whining, it's going to be me because the park is closed and we're doing rope drop to rope down and we're getting a VIP.
Ooh, rope down. I like that.
Because you know what? We're going to win $100 million. $100 million is trending on the internet. And I always say we're going to win $100 million. We're going to win $100 million. We're going to win $100 million. So tomorrow I would like you to get me a winning Mega Millions ticket worth $100 million. And then I'll wake up on my 48th birthday with $100 million. And I will finally, if I wake up with $100 million on my birthday Saturday, that will be a good birthday. And I would just like to say, I realize $100 million is a lot to ask for. And there's a lot of people that want to win the lottery, but it's my birthday. I haven't had a lot of good birthdays. And so, yeah, that would be really nice. And I would do so much to help people. And I build a hippie commune and you guys could all live there. And we would get a leisure travel van and travel. And we'd have a piece of land, huge ass piece of land. And all our friends could come live there. And we would have Disney season passes and we could go occasionally.
My thing about Disney
is what?
I want to go and not feel like I have to go ride. Right. I want to go down Main Street and examine each building or each sign or
that's because you need time to do it, right? If you have
6 days and you want to get on every ride or whatever.
We never had 6 days. We went once for 5.
Yeah.
And we did Universal we did Universal one day. And then we did 4 days with Noelle. So it's basically It's about having the time. But if you have a season pass, like you have more time that you can just enjoy it. Like I would go for like a month and just do everything till I'm so fucking sick of that goddamn house. And by the way, I hate them as a company. And I don't think Disney is for children.
I'm not a big fan of movies either.
I don't think it's for children. But I love that shit. It's so fucking fake. I love it.
It's all about creativity and imagination and the ride, everything, the rides, the architecture,
the fake of it all. I love the fake of it all, the fake smell, the food. People are nice to you, but people are also very rude. Like they have no manners. It's dreadful. Tracy says, when I worked at Disney, I walked 8 to 13 miles a day. I cannot think what I walked park hopping. Doug actually tracked it. Was it 36 miles in 3 days?
36, 37, something like
36
that.
miles in, no, it was 3 days. It was 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
3 days, 36 miles.
Or whatever it was. Yeah.
And Hookah Bob says, you can't have Doug Gear talking public transportation. He will get mobbed.
Yeah, I'm a big deal. I can't be doing that.
Dude, can you imagine?
What if I was riding one of those, like those 4-wheeler bikes with the curry, what are those things, Surreys? The little bike.
That's, the Surrey with the
I'll be driving that around. People like kids chasing me.
No, we're gonna be so VIP. They're gonna have to escort us all, and people are gonna be like, "Oh my god,
who's that?
Is that
He
Hookah
looks
Bob?
like a bloated Matt Damon."
I was talking about Hookah Bob. I don't think Hookah Bob looks like a bloated Matt Damon. That's
Bob
rude.
When we go, I'm gonna tell everybody that Hookah Bob is Kenny Rogers. And probably people have forgotten that Kenny Rogers died about 10, 12 years ago.
Kenny Rogers had some unfortunate plastic surgery, and Hookah Bob has a beautiful face.
Well, that's why he wears the glasses, because Kenny Rogers fucked up his eyes. So we're going to have him wear his glasses. I'm like, it's Kenny Rogers. Oh, shit, Kenny Rogers. And nobody's ever going to dawn on the fact that Kenny Rogers died.
Here's what I'm mildly concerned about. Can Hookah Bob wear his hat in the parks? Oh my God. Can you imagine little mouse ears and Hookah Bob's hat? That would be so cute. I'm just saying. I want to go. We're all going. All right. And our little neighbor, Kay Butterfly, says, got to get ready for work. If you're still on when I get there, I'll pop back on. Just wanted to say hi because I always miss you. Hey, girl. Well, thank you so much for your support.
It's always good to have you back.
It's always good to have you. You come over sometime and hang out. Just send me a message. You have my number, I think, right? Didn't I give it to you?
Probably.
Just shoot me a message. And, because I walk around the house like naked all the time. These kids just showing up is fucking me up, to be completely honest with you. I'm like, Doug, you're going to get the door. Doug, get the door. And she says it's so much better. As Tracy says, it's so much better as an adult. I agree. And I have never.
No, because I was never a kid.
Yeah, I didn't go as a kid, but like, I think you just appreciate it more. But a lot of people go just to drink around Epcot. And I'm not really a drinker. Like the idea of drinking around Epcot sounds terrible to me.
Around Epcot.
We have eaten around Epcot, stuff, fucking food and wine. Oh my God. When we went, was it with Noelle that they had food and wine?
Yeah.
You sure it was Noelle?
I think it was, yeah.
Oh my God. We got
the other time we went
all the food. Larry's here. He said, I heard them say they pump and feel good gas at their hotels and stores. I've never been. Something hurt, not for sure. I heard they pump.
I heard they do that in Vegas.
Feel good gas.
They pump in the oxygen.
They do put fragrances in there. It's possible.
All right, if there is such a thing as feel good gas and it's not nitrous, I want me some of that.
Doug enjoys feel good gas.
You missed Taylor's also. I want to make
wait, was Taylor's comment? Taylor says getting fucked up at Disney and living your childhood life sounds like a dream.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I've taken cannabis oil at Disney World and had a very lengthy conversation.
You're gonna get banned for life.
I have to take it or I'm in agonizing pain. So what do you want me to be like sitting there crying about how much pain I'm in or like a little loopy?
Look, I'm sure the Disney people are they commiserate with you, but
it's not like
you can't be going saying I took cannabis oil at the park. I don't think you can say that.
I'm sorry, I plan on doing mushrooms at the park. Let's do mushrooms at the park. Larry says, "Hey y'all, loving the show, dude. We miss you so much. We had the other pool guy here.
Oh, he was here today. He's actually a nice kid.
But it's not the same. Larry.
It's not the same as Larry, but
we want to. Can you like shoot me like your number or whatever so we can find out when you're working because we want to see you or come hang out. Like we love you. Larry's the coolest guy ever.
He's pretty cool. Yeah,
he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I want to know what's going on like with you and how's your family and everything because we miss you. Tracy's I miss our little Wednesday chats. Larry would pop by. Larry, let's talk about but like we'd have like a conversation with Larry about his kids, about pop culture. We talk about like race issues in America, politics, like philosophy. Like
isn't he like half Italian or something? I'm trying to remember.
I can't keep everybody straight, to be honest with you. But it's funny because everybody that,
so we had a whole bunch of cultures.
It's interesting because so one of the kids that was one of our kids that lives in our neighborhood, he's half black. And his mom's like white, and like white, like Doug White. And
no, not Doug White. You could say somebody like Tammy Faye Baker White.
No, she's Doug White. No, she's Doug,
Edgar Winter White.
She's Doug White. She's white like you, like she's that white.
All right.
And I'm half Portuguese, so I guess I'm spicy white. I don't know.
Be described as white.
But so the young man is half black, and so he's and he was talking about we talked a little bit about how he just recently got in trouble, and he's like they picked on me because I'm the black kid, and I'm like, oh, it's possible. I'm like, what's his name isn't black because he's Spanish.
Oh right, yeah.
And then we started talking about like what it's like being a black kid with a white mom, living with a white mom. And
he doesn't know any different, right?
And he's like, like, I've gotten picked on at school that I'm adopted and stuff. And I'm like, and I'm like, sweetheart, in a couple of years, everybody's gonna be the same color as you.
Yeah, he didn't know his dad.
Everybody's gonna be the same color as you. I remember saying to my kids, like, I'm so sorry I didn't reproduce with someone with some skin tone.
Yeah,
because my kids are like so pale. They'll tan. They're like me though, because of Portuguese, they'll tan up real good. But you got to get them out. I mean, Noelle gets very tan. And even the twins not as much, but they're redheads. Lizard. And Larry says coming back, LOL. Well, I'm glad you're coming back.
Nice.
And Tracy says so many people do things drugs at the parks. Yeah. And Hookah Bob says Marilyn Manson white. I don't even, he's white. Larry System said pools, mornings, roofs, evening limos, party bus on weekends. Am German in Mississippi, LOL.
Nice.
Okay, hang on. So you're coming back to do pools in the morning, and then you're just going to work all the fucking time because he's got bills.
He does.
I have so much respect for that.
He really is hardworking dude.
Because he's a hardworking dude, wants to be a positive role model for his sons, and I don't know. He's just somebody I really like. But there are people like it's weird because I feel like all I do on the podcast is be like, oh, this person's amazing. Oh, this person's amazing, and like. I don't want you guys to think
there's
I like
plenty
everybody.
Of people in
There's
this world that are not
people.
Amazing.
There's a lot of fucking people I don't like. I just happen to like you guys. Yeah. And of course I have a soft spot for people who like my stuff. So are you coming back to our pool company or a different pool company? And what was I going to say? Pool company, not our pool company.
Working
hard. Drugs are kicking in.
Working hard.
So I guess he's not at the hotel anymore.
Oh.
So you'll figure it out. Whatever you're gonna do, it's like we're on a
evening limo party bus.
Dude, you can make money on that.
What would be better than having Larry drive us around in a limo's party bus in some sort of? Here's the thing.
I don't want Larry to drive us around. I want him to hang out with us.
Oh, he's going back to Acapulco. That's cool.
Oh well, we're hoping to see you.
But we do like the kid. I forget his name. He's such a nice kid. You'll meet him.
Yeah, there's a kid who does our pool.
Although he showed up today, he's got a nose ring now.
By the way, now we have kayaks for the pool.
Yeah, we've kayaks.
In addition to the flamingos.
Oh, he quit the hotel.
They call us they call us the Flamingo House.
Yeah, Flamingo House.
That's what they call us, the Flamingo House of the pool guys.
No, I knew that.
Oh, the Flamingo House. Oh, the Flamingo House.
Larry, I hope that was your choice of quitting the hotel.
He said he quit. Of course it was
but choice. I don't know. Maybe those people like. Larry's for real. They say for real and shit. Yeah. You're for real and shit. Larry's for real.
He's
and I think those people that are drinking at a roof bar in a hotel. So I'm in Tampa at a concert. Nice. Look at Larry is like living large.
Larry's living the dream. Well, that's if you work that many hours.
Be like Larry. Live large.
If you work that many hours, you have the money to do stuff.
I want to know what concerts he's at and I want to know like. Yeah, I want to know.
Well, it's so funny because every night on the podcast, like I ask everybody how they are, like what they've been up to. And, like I genuinely want to know. Like, can you guys tell us? Like, I want to live vicariously through you.
All right.
Speaking of living vicariously,
bring it.
Kanye West is trending, and I don't know why.
How do you want to? Do you want to live vicariously through him?
No, but Kanye West is trending, and I didn't know why. And like, of course, you never know why something's trending on Twitter. So I pulled this up, and I thought it was really cool because I remember like when celebrity baby names, they're always like, that's so stupid. So somebody screenshotted this and said Kanye West is a genius, and he might be batshit, but the guy can fucking write some fucking music and. Fashion is interesting. This is pretty fucking cool. So if you look here on this map, you see Kimberly and you see Kanye, and right in the middle you see Northwest.
Oh, look at that!
Isn't that funny?
It is. It is funny. Yeah. I want to fact check that. Yeah, that's good.
I don't even know where that is. Does anybody know where in the world that is?
At least they didn't. This says Dam over here. At least they didn't name their kid Dam. Or
does it say Blam?
Vryberg.
That says Blam. BLAM.
So it looks like it says Clam. Clam West.
They had another kid. It would have been Clam, but they had the other ones. I don't even know what their kids' names are.
It would be amazing.
Kardashians and Kardashian babies.
Look at look at this.
Shut the front fucking door.
Larry's at a concert with Jelly Roll.
Hang on a second. Since you called our attention, the pool and the flamingos, I don't see any flamingos in the back.
They were lined up over here.
You took the one out of the
swing? Yeah, I'm fucking sitting on it.
You took the one out of the swing. And then Larry said, yes, the hate. I didn't like the pay.
Yeah,
fuck that. And he says, I'm at a concert for Jelly Roll and somebody else the country concert. And no, I'm not at the concert. I'm in the parking lot waiting for the people I dropped off at the concert. Oh.
All right.
Can you hear it though?
So he's killing time, is what he's doing. I always wanted to know what those limo drivers did while I'm at the strip club.
Well, I hope they're not getting fucked up because that would be bad.
No.
I'm trying to get this off screen. I can't remember how. I just almost hit end screen. End stream.
And the show. And everything.
But yeah, make that fucking money. They'll probably give you a good tip. So
the more fucked up they are, they're gonna give you more money.
Hear me out. I want us to be Bunny, and I want us to be Larry. I do want us to be Larry. Larry's the coolest.
Larry works too hard.
I don't
want to be Larry.
Hey, listen, he's healthy. I would work if I could. I want to be Bunny and Jelly Roll. Like I feel like I realize I'm the fat one and he's like the hot one, but like he's a musician. I'm
hideous.
Let's face it.
No, you're the odd one. What is that? What are you talking about? What is that?
I'm just saying the podcast.
You're juicy.
Sometimes
is
carried by me.
Yeah,
Doug's great at rebuttal, and he's great once he gets into a character.
I just give you enough rope to hang yourself, and then I come in.
You come in
like the other night. You were talking about racist horses.
It wasn't right. Oh God! Oh my God!
What?
Okay, so there's this. I was talking about how there was a lot of horses in Florida because of the horse races. And Doug thought I said horse races.
Racist horses.
It got quite a few hits on TikTok, like 600 or something. Not a ton, but apparently this person's like, no, I know exactly what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Apparently horse breeders are supposedly the most racist people, according to this woman.
Maybe we just outed a whole bunch of
I don't know. But
baddies.
If you meet somebody who has horses, you should just check and see if they have a white hood.
They don't have a tree with a rope.
Saddlebag.
It might not be good.
Yeah, just avoid the horse people. I'm not trying to start some sort of division between.
Maybe that's reverse racism. Like, all horse people.
Racist towards
horse. You can't say all.
I don't know, but this woman was just going on.
Oh my
goodness. I think you can't say all about white people.
All white people are white.
And we caught up with the comments, and he says, "LOL." Yeah, I don't know. We just want that kind of money, and when we go up, you go up. So like Larry, you could be like our guy. Like Hookah Bob's the tour manager. We've already figured that out.
Yeah, and I think Uncle Paul's driving the bus.
Well, I don't. I mean, if they're gonna have to fight that one out.
Yeah,
Hookah Bob.
Well, I don't know. Hookah Bob, he's got some medical issues, as we know.
Yeah.
And I don't want to dox him here because he's
good to drive.
Well,
he's good to drive. He
might be good to drive for the AFL-CIO, or the Teamsters,
but not for us. Dude, what do you guys? I don't think anybody who's watching this has ever driven with me, but I drive like a fucking crazy person. I have a spotless driving record, but I drive like a fucking crazy person. There's so many lizards tonight, and the owls are going crazy, and it's just a weird, quiet night tonight.
Yeah, it's weird. Not many people in the thing. So.
That's all right. So tonight, okay. So if you haven't seen this, I gotta pull it up. It was so fucking funny. So apparently. Joe Biden was
it's bad Joe Biden I hear on the pod.
It's not. But it's fucking I always go by the trending hashtags. And this is a trending hashtag, and it was pretty fucking good. So apparently Joe Biden was up to speak today. It was like some NATO thing or whatever, and he was introducing Zelensky, and he done fucked up.
I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president. So I think she was not qualified to be president.
That's not the clip.
President.
Bear with me.
The owls are going nuts over here. I don't know if you can hear them.
Bear with me. Hang on. What was it?
Look at they're either fighting or mating on the owls here.
It's like owl porn.
Yeah.
We should probably videotape
Nice.
that. He called somebody Vice President Trump. I missed that.
Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I want to hand over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
He was introducing Zelensky, president of the Ukraine. So that one good. And apparently he called Trump vice president or something. I don't know. I guess that was a different one. These birds are going apeshit.
Yeah, they are.
They're gonna fuck.
Well, if we see anything good, we'll
go over and
describe
see
it.
if they're fucking.
No, I'm not gonna go over there.
Oh, I want to know if they're fucking. Oh, I'm gonna have to go see if they're fucking. So anyway, I guess there was supposed to be some big like State of the Union tonight or some sort of address.
The sort of press conference.
And
I
they
still heard it was
delayed
still
it.
on.
They delayed it. I don't know if they canceled it or not. I really want to know if the owls are fucking.
They're pretty loud tonight.
I don't know. They're doing, and then there's a lizard there and a lizard there,
Yeah.
and God knows how many lizards we have. So, yeah, that's the state of our nation. I don't like. I have to say that somebody pointed out today that there's a lot of people saying that, of course, that Biden should withdraw, but they would vote for Biden even if he was in a coma over Trump. And then, of course, there's people that are saying they'd vote for Trump even if he was in jail over Biden. And let's not forget RFK. And I'm not. Listen. I don't know where I'm going to end up. I'm very concerned about the economy. I'm very concerned about our constitutional rights. And so that will factor in right before I vote. I'll be doing research, and I'm going to be watching this along with you guys. And the sad thing is, we're going to be seeing all this political stuff for like the next 9 months, but we're going to try to make light of it.
Year ever. Tracy says, "Yeah, that's bad or not good." And then Paul says, he said, "Hello, Paul. Come on. I'm at Dean's. Can't hear you because the band is crazy loud." That's a good band, though. I tell you.
Really? I actually told the story about you.
Sorry. Hookah Bob said he watched it. Since Trump is his vice president, Trump should invoke the 25th Amendment.
Interesting.
I had a question the other day because I was watching, whatever, and there's all these claims that all these prisoners and convicts and things are streaming into the U.S. from the border, right? How do they know that? How do they don't know where these people are coming from. They don't check them. They don't ask them questions when they're coming over the border.
No.
How do we know? How do we know? We don't check the people, so we have no idea who's coming in.
There were things in place to check the people. We have it, and they're not using it.
Well,
like they decided not to.
They dug a tunnel.
Well, and of course,
but there's a thing that everybody's like, oh, they're sending their prisoners and their child molesters and their worst people. And we don't know. There's no quantifying way.
There are some quantifying ways. Well, first and foremost, there's the fact that it's not just people that are coming from Mexico. Like I had somebody recently that was looking.
I said in general, yeah.
I actually had someone reach out to me. This is hilarious. I had someone reach out to me and ask me if I knew anybody who would be willing to get married. And I was like, oh, let me think about it. and I didn't. And even if I did, I wouldn't talk about it on my podcast. But somebody did recently ask me this. And I said, just tell them to fucking go to Mexico and walk across the border. And I'm considering doing that myself, to be completely honest with you.
I'm gonna walk to Mexico.
But they've had reporters at the border. They've had people that have come over that of course they find out people are in the country illegally that have committed crimes. And there was a man who this was actually Plymouth County Court. I just read about this. This was in, I think it was back in January. It might've been January 2023. I could be wrong. But he sexually assaulted a 15-year-old girl. The federal government asked for him, or somebody asked for him to be held, and Plymouth County courts released him on a $500 bail. Plymouth County. Yay. No wonder people are leaving. Mass exodus. Headline.
So here's the thing. All right. So Paul says economy is in the toilet in so many ways, and crime is off the rails. Now, I've actually seen data where the stock market, the S&P 500 or whatever it was actually double what it was at a certain point in time not too long ago. So, but like stock, and that means like your 401k or whatever would have doubled or something. I don't know how reliable that is, but I did read that, and there were some numbers involved, and I didn't get to look any further. And then as far as crime, is that crime was actually like crazy lower than at other times. So I don't like.
So here lies the thing with the numbers, and we've talked about this before, and I will talk about it a million times. The problem is that when you do statistics, right, or any kind of a study, it's very easy to manipulate numbers. For example, if I take a survey of the number of times I have been in this pool, I would say 100% of the time I've been in this pool, I have been wet.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Or I could say 100% of the time that I've been in this pool, it has been sunny out. Like,
right.
Yeah, I live in Southwest Florida. Like when you're eliminating, what they do is they eliminate information. They take skewed samples. There's so many. It's so easy to fuck with the data. And I will say this.
It's also easy to say crimes off the rails and the economy. And I'm not picking on Paul, but I'm just saying it's so easy to say that.
I don't disagree with you.
Or the people coming over the border are emptied out from insane asylums and prisons when you have no way to really quantify.
So this is why I think it's really important. Like, so like the thing that we've realized, particularly in being a couple that's on opposite ends of the political spectrum, is that one, he and I will get two totally different things in a Google search. In a Twitter feed or a Facebook feed, completely different. And if you dig, you'll find it's hard to find often stories from different viewpoints. In fact, they'll look like they've been written the exact same way. But I always encourage people to look at something from different directions. And like for me, like I'll always try to see if I can find one article that says like, oh, this person's the greatest thing in the whole world, and this one's they're the worst person in the whole world. But I mean, honestly, what I really want is an article that doesn't have an opinion. I want an article that just has the facts. But if I'm going to look at an article with an opinion, I need to compare it with an opposing opinion, and I'm going to kind of make my own judgment. But I would argue, and this is going to get like kind of hippy dippy off the rails, but just hear me out, okay? I would argue that even if in the world of AI and fake news and Photoshop and holograms and puppet masks and, media fugazis and drugging of America, it's really important that we are all in the best mental place possible. I mean, obviously from, we don't want people to be depressed or anxious or lonely or sad, which is why we do our podcast. But also, you want to be clear of mind, so that you can see through all the bullshit. And it's funny because there's a lot of information coming out right now about televisions and the internet and blue screen and blue lights and radio frequencies, and that they're like literally used for mind control. Like it's being widely covered. And it may not be like mind control, like, MK Ultra level where they're like, okay, like go kill this person, but also just like consume, or lowering your vibration or making you sick or whatever. I mean, like these are legitimate concerns. So I would tell everybody, like, listen, if you have tap water with fluoride in it, don't drink it. Like it's known to calcify your pineal gland and cause neurological issues. Look at the products in your home. You will never be completely safe from all the toxins in our environment in the United States. I like, maybe if you live in the woods somewhere, you might be able to avoid it. But there's just so many toxins, so much toxic pollution, be it noise, sound, light, whatever. And, we just got to do our best to get by. And that's what I think. But yeah, I seriously, like, I for real, like, I think there has to be a part of it when you're looking at these things that uses your goes with your gut when you're saying it. Like, okay, these are two different stories. That seems more plausible. But you also have to be willing to accept new information and change your opinion because you might have been wrong.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think my outlook on things in general are way more open and way more accepting of more stuff since we've gotten together. Because I think like I know how I want things, and that's what I want, and I want to surround myself with like-minded people. Well, I didn't, right? And so you end up and I how I feel about Trump. But I find myself I found myself actually defending. I've been defending a lot of people because like, oh, well, he said this. Well, he didn't say that, right? He said this, right? So like people take stuff and run with it and take stuff and run with it.
That's the thing, right? Isn't that the goal?
And
like the goal of the media,
right,
is to get everybody inflamed and upset
absolutely.
And divided
Absolutely.
and fearful.
I don't know if they're trying to. I don't know if the media is purposefully trying to divide people or create fear, but what they are doing, and I think fear is a part of that.
100%.
Oh, you do, but and fear is certainly a part of that. They are just trying to make as much money as possible. Look at the goddamn New York Times.
Of course,
they realize they can sell more newspapers now by jumping like kind of more to the right. So now they, so now they're not fake news, and like now they're like, it's just so much bullcrap piled high, and they're just chasing the dollar.
That's kind of like the thing that I think is really great about what we're doing here, because we have different viewpoints and we're all talking to you guys, is that we're all like bringing this to like a rational place. Like I may not agree with you or you or you or you. If I want somebody I'm going to agree with all the time, I'm fucked, because I don't even agree with myself.
Well, that's the thing. When you surround people that agree with you, and it's part of like even in Perfectville, it's like no one ever disagrees. Like it's in that whole idea. It's like you're not going to learn stuff. You're not going to be challenged.
You're not going to get better.
I don't think I'm going to change your mind on certain things.
Nope.
And I don't think
certain things I'm not going to change his mind. Yeah, never.
But on the thing, there's a lot of stuff we do agree about, right? And even that we showed that clip last night. Everybody wants non-wasteful government. Everybody wants this, that, and the other thing. And that's not a side or another side, right? How you get there is different, right? How like. And I don't like painting with broad brushes, so that's basically.
Well, I think the point, but listen, these,
and I'm not picking on you, Paul. I just use those
idiots
examples
out in the world, and I do believe that I do believe, based on what I've seen, that crime is off the rails, and I do believe that the economy is in the toilet. I believe that. I agree with you.
So how do you explain the stock market numbers if the economy is in the toilet?
Because
how do you explain the
corporations are making money, but people are not making money. People cannot afford to live. I don't give two shits about.
Corporations bought up all the houses and drove prices up for the normal person.
I agree with you.
I think again, and a lot of times I look at capitalism and I'm like, you know what? It's just it's proven time and time and again.
We actually don't have capitalism in this country, though.
Not as it's written.
We don't have capitalism, and that's the problem.
But look what happened to fucking healthcare when they started going for profit in the 90s.
Well, I mean, healthcare has always been for profit, and it's changed. When they went to the HMO models, it definitely changed.
Yeah, that was in the 90s.
But I would argue that not since the days of the house call have we had quality care in this country.
Yeah.
And I wanted to try to move past it. So if we can, I do agree with Paul that I believe that the economy is in the toilet, because the reason I believe that is because I know a lot of people that are having trouble paying their bills, and crime being off the rails. I've definitely seen more crime as of recent, particularly violent crimes. And of course, we live in Florida now, but what we're seeing more of is violent crimes back home. Back home, I've seen a fair amount of stuff, which is concerning. And Paul says someone should castrate that SOB, meaning the guy that molested the young. I don't know if he raped her or something, and she was like a 15-year-old girl. Is bad.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Trump with his sexual assault situation, but no, I'm just busting you.
Yeah, but I mean, do we want to go into that
rabbit hole? Really? But I will say, you don't rape people. This is not nice.
I think we can all agree on that. Don't rape people. Let's find a new topic to
It's not nice.
I've been trying to get off this for 5 minutes, and it just keeps getting worse. Housewives are trending. So the funny thing is, I guess they're talking, there's all these different OC housewives are coming back on. There's 50
enough
fucking
of the
housewives shows,
I don't want to talk about it.
But it's trending. So I want to talk about a housewives show that we could get behind, that we could do, me and my friends or our friends here and the housewives, and what that would look like.
Well, I think they should do a Real Housewives of the boring ass sort of upper middle class that are just two working parents that don't even like each other anymore. They have their kids in all the activities.
Why don't people watch their own lives?
That would be reality TV.
I was thinking they could do the Real Housewives, where it's me and my little neighbor lady friends, and Tracy, Donna,
Oh no,
because we're real housewives.
You people on TV.
Why not?
No,
hang on,
nobody wants to know about.
We
nobody
need a
wants to know
show.
about
We
that.
need a show. We need a show.
This is as raw as it gets, and people can't even handle this. You got kicked off of one of the platforms today, didn't you?
I don't think so. I got a red label warning.
Oh yeah, red
Because
label.
of the oh my god! If you guys have not seen this video, it's pretty much the funniest video. Do you think it's our funniest video yet?
It's classic Stacey, at your not safe for work best. I will say that.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it.
The one.
Is it not there?
No, you can scroll over and choose more. Hang on, this is Ask Eating Aliens. Is that the one? No.
I'll just put it up on Facebook. It was pretty good.
So it was good. I hope everybody got a chance to vote for my song on US 41 today. They did play it today in the early part of the day. 239-3134. I don't know what
3104.
No. Hang on. We're gonna type it in.
314-4104. I think that's what I think I have it memorized.
Yeah, you guys should have it on speed dial by now. 31.
Oh, and tomorrow. So what's the deal with tomorrow?
All right. So tomorrow, here's the deal with tomorrow. There's a radio station called Vault, the Vault 847. And did I get it right?
Yeah.
So everybody text that number. Text. I want to hear Doug Gear. So tomorrow at 2:00 Central Time, so 3:00 Eastern Time, they're gonna play a show called Rock the Vote, and they play a bunch of songs. And if I get 15 votes, I get bumped into regular rotation on the station, and possibly into their top 20, which would be unbelievable. And this is a different song. This one is called Rock and Roll Villain. I'm going to post about it tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled on that. But I sent out an invite for people for 3:00 tomorrow, and I think it's the voting is open between the show at 3 and 5 o'clock. So we really have to get those votes in. But
super important, 3:00, and it's 3:00 Eastern Time.
Central, 2:00 Central Time, so it's 3:00 Eastern Time. Yep. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's this one. That was the video. I was going to pull up the other thing, but that's all right. I'll do this. Okay. So just tomorrow, we really need you guys at 3:00. I'll send out messages. I'll probably be texting you when sorry already. But yeah, we need to blow up, and Rock and Roll Villain's more rock and roll.
Rock and Roll Villain is
can you sing
probably
it? Can you sing a little bit?
Nah, it's my favorite song on the album. It's a badass rock and roll song. And it's about dead rock stars and all the things that break up bands and like plane crashes, and Japanese girlfriends. They break up the band, in overdoses, and it even refers to Brian Jones of the Stones as a swimming pool mishap because he drowned in his pool at his estate. It's just loaded with all that stuff. And basically, the Rock and Roll Villain is the guy behind all of it, like taking all this stuff away from him.
Yeah, the sound quality isn't good. I don't know why, but it's a great sound quality in general. Hopefully they pull it. Do they pull it from the clip you sent them?
No, I send them a music file.
And you sent them the music file.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
As good as they can handle.
So that's the song.
It's pretty exciting. And now I think I'm being played on 6 radio stations here and in the UK.
All up on the,
I did. Yeah, I put them on my LinkedIn today, and I got some response from that. I always like to put things that have a call to action on Facebook, because then people will go do it. So it's going to get a little confusing, because I'm going to be on the Vault and asking for votes there, and I'm also going to be asking for votes for US 41. I'm hoping we can get this thing up into the top 5 this week. It's been climbing. It's like that little engine that could. So
everybody else has money for ads. We just have really cool friends that we love, and we appreciate you so much. And let us know how we can support you, because we want to do that anyway. We do that anyway.
Funny, because I was like, I put on Spotify, and it came, and Smiles Like the Sun came on. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. Like, because after a while you kind of forget that it's you. After a while.
It's a good song.
But so that was kind of funny. But the amount of times you have to listen to a song while you're recording it, while you're mixing it, all
the amount of times you have to listen to the song while your husband is recording.
Yeah, well, you don't have to listen to it.
Are you kidding me?
You can put your headphones on.
You have your headphones on, and they're like
so
speakers.
loud.
You're gonna go so deaf. I'm worried.
I'm working on the next album. I've got 3.5 songs almost done. I have a half a song. It's not even half a song. It's about the first third of a song.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be fantastic, but I'm a little afraid because it's such a good idea for a song, and the first third of it came out so good that I'm worried that I'm going to ruin it.
It's going to be perfect.
It's going to be awesome.
He's so hard on himself. It's ridiculous. All right. Speaking of being
hard on you last night.
Yes, you were.
What else we got?
This is the clip that again I thought was
the
funniest
clip that
thing,
went viral.
but it didn't go viral. But I just I play it again. I don't know how to.
Dating profile preferences epileptic.
Because I have seizures lately, but Doug and I had seizure sex, and it's amazing. I'm just suggesting it to everyone. Get an epileptic and fuck them. Fun.
That's what you should put on your dating profile. Preferences epileptic.
Because I have seizures, not lately, but Doug and I had seizure sex, and it's amazing. I'm just suggesting it to everyone. Get an epileptic and fuck them.
I don't know about you guys.
That just is, that's Stacey at her best.
I think. I feel like everybody needs a life motto, and if your life motto is get an epileptic and fuck them, I'm there for it.
That's good advice.
Plant needs water.
Oh yeah, it does.
What do we have here? Tracy is laughing her ass
off.
I think
so
you were
good
here for that night.
You guys have all seen this stuff before, and so you realize. And then I was making the clips, and she's talking. Oh my God, there was the whole shit ball makes my vagina tight.
I do have
thing, and so we can't even make a clip of that, even though it's probably the funniest thing that we and most off the rails thing that we've ever said. So I don't know. Maybe we have to go Facebook After Dark or something. Maybe we can get away with that.
So also we have Popeye is trending because Shelley Duvall died.
She did.
Did you see that?
I did. Yeah. She was not in good shape. And apparently they just friggin' tortured that woman filming The Shining.
Yeah, he totally freaked her out.
Yeah.
And she had psychological issues for years later. I actually have a picture of me that y'all might find entertaining. So my friend Pam is a massive Stephen King fan. So she wanted to go up to I must have gone too far. She wanted to go up to Bangor, Maine and do a Stephen King tour. So we did the Stephen King tour. If I can't find this picture, I'm going to cry. We did the Stephen King tour, and in it we went to this museum, this bookstore, and they had one of the axes from The Shining, and I actually got to hold it.
Here's Stacey.
Yeah, I did. It was when I got my locks were brand new and my hair was a fucking mess that day. I was just trying to be sketch, and I look super fat
and you
there.
peed your pants in a felon's Jeep.
It's not a good look for me.
No, it's not a good look. But it is the axe.
It is the axe from The Shining, and I did hold it, and I did take the picture. It's a terrible picture.
You're not even near a door.
That picture makes me want to kill myself. Look how fat I look. I probably had stuff in my.
Yeah, you probably did.
But still, I look super fat. That's the same weekend that guy wanted to fuck me. Look how terrible I look.
It was Maine. You know what they say about girls from Maine.
He told me that he fucks like a 23-year-old.
Well,
what?
What age do I rate at? Am I 53 maybe?
Well,
am I a little better than the curve?
Herein lies the problem. I'm into old dudes.
Oh, that's right.
So if I say you fuck like you're 108, that's a compliment.
I don't know what to do with my penis.
How would you not know what to do with your penis?
I forgot.
The
older I get, the more I forget.
Hang on a second. Imagine if you had Alzheimer's and you forgot how to use your penis.
I know what it's for. Liquid comes out of it sometimes. It's warm. Smells like vinegar. There's an old guy. Need some soft food. Want to watch my westerns.
It's not much different than you now.
Go hold an axe.
Remind me so much of my grandfather.
I used to hold an axe when I used to use an axe in the fire department. It was a volunteer squad. somebody's Model T caught on fire. Set the hay ablaze. And I'd listen to old Babe Ruth on the radio. That's no. I used to have a bath with my 5 brothers in a cast iron tub, and they'd pee in the water to get warm, and so we'd be happy about that. Used to have a pet woolly mammoth. then the big depression hit, and the Chicago fire knocked over the land. I remember when that flying machine was invented by those bicycle guys. They were brothers, but I think they were together, if you know what I mean. We weren't allowed to do that back then. And anal was off the table back then. There was no anal. I said, Betsy, I want to ask. She said, no, thank you. Burn. I have no idea what I'm chewing.
It's your teeth. Isn't it your teeth?
All right, well, they need some fixing, Dan. Fix them and forget them. Yep. Where's the Judge Wapner on? I gotta watch some Wapner, maybe some Judge Judy. I like it when those people get there just as. Oh, I remember having diphtheria.
The whole neighborhood must think I've lost my mind.
That cough sounds like diphtheria. I'll put you in the TB hospital. Oh. I remember when Henry Ford told us we didn't need horses no more. I said, I ain't giving him my horse, no mechanical buggy. We used to have Coca-Cola with morphine in it. Yep, it was before the cocaine. It was good. I remember my friend John Wilkes Booth used to come over and we would drink morphine Coke. It was good. It was an elixir.
What do you think about my hair?
You mean the rope? It reminds me of them nautical ropes that we had back in Pearl Harbor.
You were in the Navy?
I wasn't in the Navy.
Did you just spit?
Yeah, I'm just looking at Flame Man when you're 109. When you're 109, you get all kinds of liquid just come out the bottom. The top, the bottom, a lot of the other bottom.
Tracy is laughing her ass off, She's dead. Hookah Bob has realized it has gone off the rails about 3 minutes ago. Hookah Bob is dying. Paul Hamlin said, put that tongue away. Wait till you see his tongue. And Tracy says that cough is terrible. It's way better than it was.
I told you. It's diphtheria.
It's not, I don't even know what diphtheria
Pleuritis.
is. Might be.
Or tuberculosis.
Might be.
Should I put away old Doug?
I know,
It was turning you on, I tell you.
It was a little bit.
I'm going to lick you.
Don't do it. I can't even with you.
It's going to be fun in the old barn tonight.
This is the problem. We're going to be like having sex and like about to get down to it. And he's going to start doing that.
I'll just do the mouth thing.
That's exactly. He'll do it just once. You have all these characters that do weird things with their mouths.
Yeah, well,
and one that does weird things with his penis.
Who's what?
The one that takes the peanut and
flips
it into his mouth.
Yeah,
catches it.
He's
Tracy says your old Doug sometimes sounds like Bill Cosby.
Oh, I'll roofie you. I'll roofie that bitch. Oh, we used to have roofies back in the day. That's because the ladies wouldn't give you anal, so we'd have to.
I don't.
Back at the saloon.
You are a white man. You cannot do this. You're an old white man. You'll go to jail. You can't even joke.
Cosby didn't even go to jail.
He went and he got out.
Nah, I don't think he really went.
But he
to
had
jail.
a better lawyer than you're gonna have,
No.
because we're just gonna it'll be me and Hookah Bob and Uncle Paulie and Chat GPT as your legal team.
And Stacy in the crowd. I can hide a body.
Tracy in the crowd.
She's in the crowd.
Oh, boy.
Oh, holy shit. Well, that killed a half an hour.
She'll be like listed as an accomplice.
Oh.
I was actually hoping to wrap up early. I don't know if we're gonna have time. Okay, so what we have.
How did that even start? I don't even know how that started.
You were talking about how it was turned on by old dudes. And you wanted to know how you perform sexually.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
You perform delayed is what you do. You're just like the fucking president delayed. Popeye. So apparently Shelley Duvall was in Popeye.
She wasn't. She was Olive Oyl.
I was trying to think of what was she was.
Robin Williams.
I know, but I'm just trying to think of what I've seen with Shelley Duvall in it besides The Shining.
Like in some weird way, I wanted her to be in Grease, but I know that was other people. So
we could make up movies that she was in.
Those are the two big ones I can think of: Shining and she was Olive Oyl.
Okay, hang on a second.
Okay,
hang on a second. I have a fun game to play in a second.
Are you tell me a movie and I'll tell you if and I'll guess yes or no if she was in it. But it's got to be something
What do you mean?
I've heard.
No, I was just gonna name movies.
All right, name
but there's
movies.
none of these movies we've ever heard of. There's like 4 movies ever. So there's Forest Hills, Mana from Heaven, Dreams from the Attic. Never heard of any of this shit. Home Fries. She was in Home Fries.
Don't
She
know
played
that
Drew Barrymore's mom, and she was great, but it wasn't a huge part. There's Wishbone, Rocket Man. She was just in, but she was uncredited for it. So
That was in 1997.
yes, that's true. The Rocket Man in 1997. She wasn't
this
given
is
any
the-
credit
yeah.
for. Twilight of the Ice Nymphs, Aliens for Breakfast. Like literally, she was on Frasier as a voice of Caroline.
Oh.
She's like literally in nothing. Roxanne, she was in the Twilight Zone TV
It's a
series.
movie called Frog. It's freaky.
She was in Frankenweenie. She did
Shining,
SNL, The Shining. Like literally,
She was on Cannon. Love American Style.
but she really wasn't in much. But I
No,
want,
no.
I here's my thing. In honor of Shelley Duvall's passing.
What about Shelley Fabre? She's still alive.
Yes, that's true. But in the honor of Shelley Duvall's
Shelley
passing,
Duvall.
I would like to tell you about my fun game. Here is my fun game. I'm going to read the comments first. Tracy says, guilty. I
guilty.
believe she's referring to Cosby.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so here's my game. Pick a movie or television series and replace the current lead character
With
Shelley Duvall. And it
current, like I
totally-
don't know any like current shows.
So, well, I mean, like something
like-
that she
like
was
a
any role,
recent
no,
thing.
anything that any movie that you've movie or TV
Yeah,
show that
okay,
you've ever
alright,
seen,
yeah.
but you replace the lead actor with Shelley Duvall, and I have got it.
Oh, I have a good one.
I have a really good one,
Okay.
and I want to hear yours, you guys. So I would replace Gemma on Sons of Anarchy with Shelley Duvall. Just saying, totally different show. Totally different show.
Okay. All right.
Totally different show. She gets beat up a lot by the Motorcycle Club, I think.
I would replace Mackenzie Phillips' role in the 1970s sitcom One Day at a Time with Shelley Duvall. Even though she was a woman and the kid was a kid. Never mind.
No, I know. I'm thinking about it. I don't think it's a bad
What
one,
about
but I'm
Jan
just
Brady?
thinking about how
Like,
it changes.
Transgender Greg Brady is Shelley Duvall.
That's adding two.
Oh,
That's
okay.
adding
All right, that's
two.
too crazy. It's too
Just
crazy.
Shelley Duvall. You just replace
Yeah.
an actor in a series or TV
Okay,
show.
all right.
Secrets of the Call Girl.
Don't know what that is.
It's a reality show. Well, it's like not a reality show. It's like a this woman's like a prostitute.
Yeah. What
And-
about the Golden Bachelor?
You want her to be the Golden Bachelor?
I don't know what I want. I want her to be on that show.
You want her to be the
I hope
Bachelorette?
she was happy. I hope she,
I don't know. I'm just saying that she's a very specific actress.
Yeah.
And there's roles I can't imagine her in.
Oh,
One of them
she-
is Gemma on Sons of Anarchy.
That is a very good one. You know the lady that plays the
Or Weeds. Weeds.
All right.
Oh my God.
I don't know the lady's name, but she
Okay.
played in the ranch. She was the ranch manager. That lady. She was in Just Shoot Me. She was
Yeah,
in that. She's
yeah, I
been
know who
in
you're talking
a ton
about.
of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know her name. You could swap those two out. You could just swap those two out.
You
And
think
I know
so?
that isn't very good podcast material because you have no idea who I'm talking about.
Well, I'm just gonna pull it up.
She was, the hell's her name? When you say it?
Wendy
Malick.
Malick. She played Nina Van Horn on that show, and then she's been in everything. She was in The Ranch. She was in The American President. She was in Waiting. She's on the new Night Court series, which is, by the way, surprisingly good.
It actually is.
And it's the girl, and she's in Shrinking. Oh my God, we loved Shrinking. Jason Segel.
That was a good movie.
Harrison
show,
Ford.
Yeah.
Just an amazing show.
Yeah.
She's been in a lot of stuff. But I don't know. I just think how can you obviously I don't know how
Shrinking. It's pretty close.
Similar, but I'm just thinking when someone passes, what's a good way to honor their memory?
Yeah.
Is it a good way to honor her memory to post a picture of me with the knife, or should I never post it because it's such a terrible picture of me? By the way, there's a bunch of lizards on that screen over there. There's 2 right now, but there were more.
How do you see anything?
I have eyes.
You have X-ray vision. See, I don't have my glasses or lenses in, so I couldn't tell you.
There's a contact lens on here.
Yeah.
You would dehydrate it and you can put it in your eye.
No, it's from you because I know where all my contacts is.
Put it in your eye.
You had a day where you didn't know
eye.
if there was a contact lens in your eye or not. Imagine if you put a contact water in your eye.
Well, this is so raisined out.
Raisin.
Have you ever rehydrated a contact lens that was just sitting around?
Wonder if it actually. You could probably do it.
I'm telling you, but it was in. I think it was in the sun all day. What are you looking at?
I don't know. I was looking for your mystery lizards. I don't see anything.
I don't see any right now.
You're high. So
I am high.
Little green man.
You should. I have not seen Little Green Man. Although that happened to my grandfather. What do we?
Hashtag. Bring it.
I'm working on it. Jesus Christmas.
I want to know what's trending.
So Popeye is trending. I had forgotten that she was in Popeye.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even hear it on that list.
I never saw it, by the way. So that's.
I had seen it, but I don't remember when. I don't know, but Juliette Lewis was in The Fourth Floor, and I love her.
Juliette Lewis is awesome. She's just awesome.
Yeah, she was in Popeye, and she was also in Annie Hall, and she was in Three Women.
What if you just
likes to work with creepy directors?
What if you just replaced a Shelley with another Shelley, like Shelley Long in The Shining? That would have been it would have been good. Or Shelley Fabre.
I find Shelley Long to be so annoying. Always have.
She was good in the family show there. What was that family show? The one with Bundy and the Hispanic lady, Julie Bowen. What's the name? Family something.
Modern Family. Yeah. Modern Family.
Yeah. She was good in that, and then she died in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just she just doesn't have that. It's actually funny. Doug and I talked about this the other day. I look to be around people that are of certain energy levels, and she's just not the energy level I want. And it's actually funny because we were talking about with music. It's I need music to be a certain energy level, and if it's not there, I can tolerate it, but I'm not really gonna want to listen to it.
Okay, hang on a second.
What?
We had a debate last night. I don't know if you guys know the song very well, but the band Tears for Fears had a song that was very Beatle-esque, very much like I Am the Walrus, called Sowing the Seeds of Love. Now, it was a huge hit. She hated it at the time.
No, I didn't hate it at the time.
Heard it to death.
I liked it, and then I hated it.
Okay.
It's not like my level of disdain, say, for another song that happens to be on the countdown with you right now.
Silent and lucid. But I will say,
and annoying.
That album by Tears for Fears is an underrated, amazing piece of artwork. It's
maybe, but I have listened to it so many times. Right, no, and it's not the vibration I want.
But being a Beatles fan and then somebody bringing back that sound and doing it really well was really cool. And there's some cool lyrics. And anyways, it just goes to show you, that was not on your that didn't have the energy for you. Whereas it has the energy for me.
That's fine. Yeah. Everybody can like what they like. We don't have to fight about it.
I was trying to
again, by the way, it was a whole argument. Yeah. And Taylor says, "Cheers, Taylor. We have gone off the rails." I think don't even know what's
Cheers because Shelley Long was on Cheers.
Oh, Cheers. That's right. Oh, and Cheers, based on a bar in Boston, not the one that's around the corner from the fucking Public Garden.
Yeah.
Not that one.
That's the one
like a tourist trap. Yeah. There's also a tourist trap in Faneuil Hall. It's Cheers.
So here's the thing. Here's an energy thing, right? You have Shelley Long, right? And I just listened to a podcast with Ted Danson. So I know this for no, please don't.
Why?
Because I don't want your toe on my butt in the middle of a podcast.
Dude, laptops. You just splashed laptop.
Well, don't stick your toe in somebody's butthole during a podcast.
Laptops. Expensive laptops.
All right, well, now I got to come back.
I don't. You need to. Guys, what is going on?
You can't stick your toe up somebody's ass and not expect them to splash around.
You guys, the more we feel like we have nothing planned for the night, the more it kind of like, I don't know, it ends up being funny. I don't even know how.
All right, here's my thing. All right, so we were talking about Shelley Long versus Kirstie Alley. Kirstie Alley had great energy. What are you doing?
Spitting.
We should just say goodnight now because this is just, it's not going to get better.
No, it's going to get better. I just had like phlegm and I needed to get rid of it.
All
and
right.
so I spit it. I was going to huck to it on you, but after putting my toe up your ass
well,
and you getting all freaked
really
out,
enjoy that.
I figured doing huck to it right now is not the time to go.
Didn't enjoy that.
I'm sorry.
Didn't enjoy that.
I'll use lube next time.
Judy and Jen's fave is here.
She says, "Hey kids, how are you doing?"
We're not doing well tonight.
It's been insane, to be honest with you.
It started off the rails.
Doug did an impression that had me laughing like a hyena. I laughed so hard I peed in my pool. So there's that.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, not like a full bladder,
Thousands
but
of
just like a.
gallons of water in here.
Shh. And the pool guy was just here, so
anyway,
plenty chlorine. So we have Journey with Jen's Faves is here. Shelley Duvall dead.
Yeah.
Pop, sorry, rest in peace. President. And Popeye, I would like to watch that again just because Robin Williams is amazing, and I remember feeling like I wasn't supposed to watch it.
I remember
because it was live action and there was violence. I think I felt like I wasn't allowed to watch it as a kid. And then the other thing that is the Galaxy AI. So apparently there's this new Galaxy AI phone coming out. It's one of the flip phones that has like a big screen. So it would give you like almost like an iPad, like an iPad mini size. And they're taking pre-orders. I think it's being called AI because it's probably got a built-in AI and processor.
Well,
but all phones have built-in AI.
Remember when everything was like 2000?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
It's going to be all AI.
Now it's gonna be AI.
But let me tell you something. If you are out there, like, start thinking about what you can do that AI can't. Obviously, art can't do, and I think of the podcast as being art, like art and music. And of course, yes, it can write music, but it's not going to have that feeling, right? So I think that's where authenticity is to your advantage, and I think that's something we have going on as authenticity.
One thing that AI can do,
we have nothing else going on for us. It's authenticity.
That's right. Yeah, there's a thing where AI can take learn people's voices,
or their speech patterns,
and sing a song in somebody's like voice.
Yeah.
And I've heard somebody did a bunch of, and I love Sam Cooke, right? They did Sam Cooke singing like What's Going On by Marvin Gaye, or like some songs from like the 80s and stuff like that. It's really weird. Like it sounds like
really
them,
dicey,
but it doesn't.
But
it doesn't feel like them. So that it's,
but as it gets better, it will. That's the
I don't
problem.
know. I don't know that you can AI feel. Like I don't know that you can do that.
I will say. I think it's gonna just keep getting better and better and better and better.
Oh yeah, it will. But and that's the thing is like, so you can deep fake like pretty much anything. But the cool thing is that and I think I could probably do this now if I wanted to pay for it. I could have my songs sung in people's voices, which would be like a total mind f. Like for me to have Sam Cooke sing one of my songs, it would be insane for me to hear that. Like, it would be crazy. Like, yeah, just nuts. But I think that's how,
if you could do that and make that a whole like TikTok channel of just doing your songs here's
but it was funny. I'm trying to think the ones that I've heard. Like the Beatles ones are very like popular. Like they'll have John Lennon singing like a Queen song or something. Like it'll be like weird, but like really what they do is just kind of take the original vocal and kind of turn it into like it's so it doesn't.
Well, there's so much
it doesn't
like
actually
even in like the most rudimentary form of editing, people do really cool things where they'll take like, for example, clips from different shows. Somebody just did this with a Muck Sticky song, where they'll take like
right.
clips of different footage and put it all together to have it say what you want it to say, or just even like you have to look at everything. Like you really have to question everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything. Sometimes I think, hear me out on this. Let me read the comments. I'm baked, so hear me out on this. Sometimes I think what's happening is that we've been in this matrix like all along, and as we go through life, we're given the opportunity to realize that we're in it and we're able to unplug.
But here, what if this podcast is the only thing that nobody could predict because it's so off the wall?
What if this podcast is the center of the universe? This weed is great.
I'm not even on weed, and I'm imitating old guys.
Tracy says, "True, you are very authentic, girl. I wish I could do anything else."
I wish you would less authentic.
Journey of Jen's face says, "I missed that. Wow, I was just thinking about all the celebrities that have grown up watching who are gone. It makes me feel so old." Right?
It's true.
It's getting worse all the time too. And she said, "Yay, got back to work and it's still on."
Yeah, we
were like, we're gonna wrap up early. Oh
yeah.
my god, Doug did this whole old man impression. You should totally watch it later. I was dying. I was laughing so hard. By the way, laughed so hard to pee in my pool a little bit. So there's that. Oh, Lord, the pool guy was here today. I'm sure he put plenty of chemicals in it. And she says 420 friendly as well. Helps me sleep and keeps me calm. Right?
Chill.
Yeah, I got diagnosed 11 years ago, so I use cannabis oil every day before I go to sleep. And I happen to have a dear friend, Hookah Bob, who we're going to partner with him and carry his bongs. And also he works with companies that make edibles that are Delta 8 and Delta 9.
I remember when my kids had these,
which are legal.
My kids had these videotapes of Sesame Street. I remember there was one. I love the Cookie Monster, right? Cookie Monster's the best, right? So one time, Cookie Monster was all nervous because he didn't want to eat the cookies. He knew he shouldn't eat the cookies, but he wanted to eat the cookies. So he's like sitting there, dum-de-dum, like trying to not eat the cookies. Mm-hmm. And he's starting to freak out. He goes, "Oh wait, chill." And just the chill was like so funny. That's how I think. Like anytime anybody's like talking about weed or whatever, like chill.
I would like you to use weed.
Chill.
I think Doug could benefit from an edible.
Maybe
he'll get chatty. And she's 420 friendly as well. So I think we've gotten through all of our. Have we gone through all the hashtags? The hashtaggery. Okay. So real quick. Could you have done anything better today? What about you guys? Could you have done anything better today?
I had a 2-hour call. It was actually 2 calls back to back. Same group of people, essentially. Where it's funny, like I hadn't worked in a while, like hadn't been involved in work meetings. So you think you forget everything. And I'm like, how am I going to do this? Right. Whatever. But I got on that call and I was like into intelligent question mode. And I don't know how I do it, but it was good. And I really like the team. And I'm looking forward to getting up nice and early tomorrow.
So is there anything you need to do better?
Other things to do better.
Get a haircut.
I should have got a haircut today. You did offer.
I offered.
I probably shouldn't have talked to the pool guy for like a half an hour.
No, you should.
But
you need human contact.
He's a good guy. And I'm trying to think what else I should have done. I started making one thing for dinner. And then I realized I didn't have like a third of the ingredients. So I made something else and it was actually pretty good. I made gluten-free chicken tenders, buffalo chicken tenders. I enjoyed them. Did you enjoy them? You didn't really eat them.
I enjoyed them. I wasn't super hungry, but they were like not my favorite. But they weren't bad.
They were acceptable for a chicken
the thing is, like, I don't really like. I want vegetables and protein, and
I could have given you the leftover squash from last night.
That would have been good, but we'll have it another time. I will. So for me today, I actually had a call with Melissa Erdeberry, my friend who owns Peaceful Possibilities. She's like a spiritual coach, and boy, do I recommend her. She charges $60 an hour. She does one-on-one therapy. She also does family therapy, couples therapy. She has this incredible energy. She's just a light, and every session she prays in and then prays out, which we should have done today, and I didn't even think about it. But check her out, Peaceful Possibilities. And she's got like a lot of really good inspirational things on there.
She sends out a lot of stuff every day. Yeah.
And if you're, we've talked about how we go to the Center for Spiritual Living, which I highly recommend. she really talks more about that there, like the philosophies of it, and really integrates it into her life. So check her out, like, because I find her to be inspiring myself. And if you're looking for, like, if you're looking for a coach, or if you're looking for a therapist, she's your girl. And I think she does Reiki as well. So yeah. No other things. Things we could have done better. Things I could have done better. So I started doing engagement later on. I could have done that a little bit earlier. Seeing the boys perked me up.
Yeah.
And then there was something else. I feel like it's my hair is dripping on me. Every time I move, my hair drips on me.
Oh, it's Thursday night.
Thursday night. So other than that, like, I didn't feel good today. I was having the trouble breathing. And I still managed to help Melissa. I still managed to do the podcast. I was ready early and everything. So I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, it was a pretty good day. We have our home inspection tomorrow for the landlord, not the landlord, but the rental company. Just make sure there's no holes in the
every 5 months.
So I gotta make sure the house is a little bit neater than it is. But I made some good effort on that. What does Tracy have to say right there?
Tracy says, you still checked on me. Yes, I did. And Tracy says, I could have gone to bed earlier, but I'm struggling to shut down even though I'm exhausted. Oh, girl.
You know what you need to do? Take some advice from Cookie Monster and
K Butterfly says, my day starts at 3 p.m. Girl.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's going to be tough with having a kid. She says, I definitely prefer edibles over smoking or oils. Yeah, me too. She said it's hard to sleep during the day without it. Girl. Yeah. Noise canceling headphones definitely help a lot, but like I don't like to sleep with my AirPods, and they tell you it's really bad for you. I probably shouldn't even use AirPods.
Shouldn't even look at them.
I'm addicted to technology. I can't even help myself. Yeah, and I have the munchies. So gratitude. We like to end with gratitude every night. So I'm so grateful for everything that I accomplished today, even though it wasn't as much as I like. I got snacks for the kids in the neighborhood twice. I played cards with the kids in the neighborhood. I helped Melissa today. I talked to a couple of friends. And I got the video clips loaded up. I added some extra clips. I got us well on our way.
Yeah.
So I feel really good about that. And I'm super grateful because tomorrow is Jackbox night.
Tomorrow's Jackbox, and Saturday is someone's birthday.
It is my birthday.
I don't know what we're gonna do to celebrate.
I don't know. Should we do a podcast on Saturday for my birthday? You guys let us know. So if anybody wants to do a podcast Saturday night for my birthday, I will do that. And then Hookah Bob says, I could have not taken a nap because I was worthless after that. Thankfully, I started making room to make more stuff. Going to get my work table tomorrow. Yeah.
I will say this. Put this comment back up there.
Hookah Bob.
Oh, somebody had posted a thing. Naps. You have a 50-50 chance of waking up refreshed or worse than you went into the nap.
So they say that you're supposed to take 20-minute naps, but I have narcolepsy. Like I need an hour. I need an hour
at least.
But the problem this is the problem with Doug when Doug naps.
You know what? I don't have any problems, people. Don't listen to this.
This is the problem with Doug when he naps. He will literally be snoring his fucking head off to the point where I can hear him over my noise canceling headphones.
I don't snore. First of all, deny.
I was not sleeping.
Deny.
And then he'll be asleep for like 2 hours, and you're like, dude, you're never gonna sleep tonight. And you wake him up, and he's like, no, I just need to sleep some more. No, I just need to sleep some more. And then he's up all night, and his schedule's off for the entire week, and he's cranky.
You know what? I don't like your
baby
attitude.
Man.
I really don't like.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, Bunny Foo Foo. K Butterfly says the life of a shift worker. Girl, I did it too back in the day. I did it back in the day. It was not fucking easy. Tracy says, I'm so thankful for you both. I'm thankful for a chicken broccoli,
the return of the chicken broccoli cheddar bake
by Beth. I am thankful for tomorrow being Friday because it needs to be Friday. I'm thankful for Beck and how she takes care of me.
I always want an update on Beck.
Carrie, I know. How is she doing? How she's like a come job. On the podcast. Like that's a really good hologram, Tracy.
It's not a hologram. It's an inflatable. Oh, what was the thing? I'm gonna make a love doll out of a tire or something. What was that thing on the show?
Somebody said they made a love doll out of a tire on
Weeds. I think
on Weeds. Yeah, we're watching Weeds. And K Butterfly says I always feel worse after a nap.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm all. Oh, so she says, and I am thankful for all the people that came to the podcast tonight. Thursdays are usually pretty quiet. Today was true to form. It was only 44. But thank you to the people everywhere joining us. If you're watching on Twitter, come over to YouTube and Facebook. You'll make so many friends. Like these people have all become like best friends with each other. They all follow each other, support each other.
We all care what each other has for dinner. It's awesome.
And by the way, you guys, you could also, I mean, you guys could always go over to Twitter and make friends with the people there. But there's like it's hard because it's like there's people that follow you and then there's people that engage with you. And it's like, if you follow me, like you may or may not do anything. But the people that are here night after night, the Master Haters, they're the coolest people on the fucking planet. Like we just love them. Like they're our family. So I want to say thank you to, this is a new person, the Salty Bee Vacation Rental. Our pal Alan at the Apothecorner. Shout out to Alan and Keithy. And by the way, check out apothecorner.com. They have like a gift. They have something for everyone. If you're looking for a gift for any occasion, housewarming, dorm, graduation, new baby, wedding, birthday, circumcision, they've got something.
I wonder if they have something for a circumcision.
I bet they do.
There's an aloe plant.
Yeah, for sure. Skin. There you go. And he probably has some sort of healing balm.
Some healing balm. Yeah, they do.
Thank you to Tracy and Todd and Nicole and Hookah Bob.
K Butterfly. Nicole was here.
We said Nicole, K Butterfly.
Jen's faves.
Nicole.
Taylor.
We said that. Yep. Oh my gosh, who am I forgetting?
Taylor.
Larry the cool guy. Larry the cool guy, who's now going to be the pool guy. Of course, Uncle Paulie.
Yeah.
I don't know who else is here, but Journey to Jen's Faves, thank you so much for coming tonight. You guys, we appreciate you so much. And we appreciate all the people that are watching on other places. We really appreciate it. All the people that have supported Doug's music.
Yes.
Thank
vote
you
tomorrow.
So much.
Gotta get out there and vote tomorrow. PM. New website, new everything.
Keep request. So the song is Rock and Roll Villain. Keep requesting.
The Vault
Smiles Like
847. Sorry.
The Vault 847 tomorrow, and we'll be posting about it.
Yeah. I'll text you. If we only need 15 people, we can just we could probably text.
Yeah, but the problem is like we could probably text 15 people for sure, but we need to get as many as possible. Yeah. Like it would be really cool if it was like 1,000 people.
I will tell you this:
it'll be like 10. But
another Southwest Florida act debuted at #1 on that same countdown last month.
Who was that?
Before Arcadia.
Do we like them?
I think we like them. Yeah.
I mean, we like all the bands.
No, we do. We like all. We like all. There was the
Dead Ataris. We love them.
Yeah, Dead Ataris, Rocks Revolt, Shy Blossom, Charlie Pace. We all love them. So yeah, they're good. So anyways, that's it from here, folks. We'll see you to mañana. It's Friday. Little Jackbox. Come prepared to make some messed up.
Beck is doing good. She's working tonight, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
You guys should change numbers.
She needs to
Love
chill.
You get better. Love you, girl.
All right. See ya.